Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina and this is today I'm going to do the anything but books tag. And again, like this one, like the Jane Austen tag, I think is really cool so that we can get to know one another in this community outside of the books that we read. And so I think that's cool to have something like this every once in a while. Okay, so the first prompt is, what is something that you own way too many of other than books? Shoes. I would have said wigs before, but I just sent a big box of wigs to my best friend. But it is shoes. Number two, what is something that you do for fun that is not reading a book? Journaling in the sense of like scrapbook journaling. I like to do these little mini journals where I have this printer and it's like this big and it prints off like my Instagram pictures or just a small picture that I take, and I can just talk about something random that day and then like put beautiful stickers or craft paper and washi tape. And I even like collecting that stuff too. It's funny, people talk about how collecting books and reading them are two different hobbies. It's the same with craft supplies. Although I do use them, I do enjoy just kind of window shopping online and like, ooh, look at that washi tape, and put that in my craft list of things that I'm going to get when I have some extra money and stuff like that. So that's something I like to do. What is something special or important on your nightstand that is not a book? The only important thing would probably be glasses and medicine. Other than that, there's literally our books, plant, a lamp, and my Echo Dot. But other than that, there's bottles of water and candles. Like, there's nothing special. Like, I don't take off my jewelry at the table. I take it off here in front of the vanity and everything, and I store it here. Number four, what is something that you buy at the bookstore other than books? I like all the kind of booky stuff, like bookmarks, journals. Sometimes they'll have little random candies, tote bags, all of that stuff. And prints, like, you know, things like this. I like stuff like that as well. But I got these from Etsy, but I've seen bookshops that have little things like that. So most of the time they're cards, postcards, but you can still put them on a wall or something like that. What's a fun gift you received that wasn't a book or a gift card for books? He buys nice mugs for me, coffee mugs, with cute little sayings. I just bought, he bought us matching ones that said wifey, and I think his says hubby or whatever. We have one that says Mr. and Mrs., and his has a bow tie, and mine has kissy lips. He bought me Mother of Wolves because I love the Starks. He got me both the cup and he got a water bottle that had Stark stuff on it from Game of Thrones. So yes, he does get me lots of coffee inspired things, and he buys me my own special coffee and creamer all the time. I'm the only one that drinks it that way. He likes plain coffee, he likes it without creamer, and so any coffee accoutrement, whipped creams, toppings, special mugs, all of that stuff. Special coffee makers. There's one I actually want for Christmas. It's like 200 bucks. And he was just like, but I know he's gonna get it for me. So what's a YouTube channel you watch that's not related to books? I watch Adrian Expression. He is hilarious. I think I'll try.
And if people are making more off of the government, it's their own money. Let's keep that in mind. It's their own taxpayer dollars. You know what I mean? Ben Carson used our taxpayer dollars to buy a goddamn $30,000 fucking dynasty, bitch. We can use the fucking taxpayer dollars to make sure that people don't fucking starve to death. The fuck are you talking about? Even after Mark got his ass beat up, I'm talking about smash into a goddamn mountain, bitch. Like, I mean, no one was just like, mink, 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 mink. Oh, Omni Man was like, mink, mink.
Asian expression. He is like a commentator, like a culture commentator, and he's just crazy. And then let's see, who are there? And then I like Shan Spear. She's a culture commentator, a young one. And I like a lot of Breadtubers. I don't watch as much Breadtube as I used to. Let me see, who do I still watch? Lindsay Ellis. I watch the Young Turks.
So this is what democracy looks like.
We have to be aggressive, we have to be powerful, we have to go hard, and we have to go for what is ours because they are not going to give it to us.
The system is flawed. I mean, the primary system is archaic, stupid, made up.
If you think that accomplishing a leftist movement here is going to be easy, you're wrong. We have to fight.
It has begun.
The powerful do not give up their power easily.
No.
2020 is everything.
And the Majority Report.
White communist, the loudest megaphone in the U.S. media belongs to Joe Biden. So why has Biden not used his platform to drown out corporate media blaming congressional progressives for sinking his agenda instead of blaming right-wing Democrats? Why hasn't every American who watches TV on any channel seen President Biden urging for his $3.5 trillion bill plan to be passed and reciting the highly popular elements in that plan? Trump certainly knew how to catapult the propaganda. With the noose of white supremacist fascism cinching tighter around us, the situation reminds me of the Yeats line, "The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity." I mean, I don't know that Biden is the best, but I think that's I think that is a real problem. Joe Biden's got to go out there and push this more.
Yeah, one answer is he's not Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see. I watch lots of entertainment channels, so like lots of fandom. New rock stars, just to hear about all the nerdy stuff. I do like TV. Grace Randolph.
Anyway, this is not working out. So far, the only anime series that I think have succeeded in the West are Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell, and anime-inspired shows Castlevania, and I think Blood of Zeus as well. Blood of Zeus was a big hit.
Behind the trailer, because I do love, knowing what's going on in the industry. I love TV and all that kind of stuff, all the pop culture stuff there. And then I watch Kimberly Foster, or she has two channels. So hers is for Harriet or Kimberly Foster, and she talks about Black feminist culture, and so does Julesy. So that's a good round of people that. Oh, and then I watch a lot of. Lately, I've been watching this guy called Miss Vision. And just trying to get an understanding. He brings all these people from who talk about different thoughts on the Bible. So like, because I've come out of the evangelical, the Bible is literal kind of thing, I've been kind of gorging on anything when it's not about prison reform and justice, because I feel like justice through a biblical lens helped Black people in the first place. And so I think that might be a way to organize people again when it comes to prison abolition. But outside of that, I'm very interested in whether it's, something weird and out there, some of these weird out there connections that people make when it comes to the Bible and the myths and where they came from versus just the allegories, because I still have a hard time straining biblical things through a literal lens because I was so steeped in it as a child. And so I've been watching this channel called Myth Vision, and he has on theologians and people who are just into these different things from all different, I don't know what the right word is, because it's not both sides. He doesn't have like evangelicals on or anything like that, because he came out of the same kind of church that I came out of. So he's specifically talking, and there's people who, so like he'll have on someone who believes that there was a historical Jesus, and then the next week he'll have some, but doesn't believe that obviously that Jesus, died and then rose 3 days later. And then the next week he'll have someone who doesn't even believe that Jesus was a historical person. And then the next week he'll have someone that says, no, Jesus is just a creation verse, based on this sun god and this astrological, this is a new thing I just learned, this astrological Christianity is just based on the astrology and the stars. Jesus being, the sun, the 12 months, and the 12, Virgo and Cancer and Taurus and Capricorn, all that being the 12 disciples, Pisces being fish, the Taurus being Moses' time with the ram, and then the Pisces part of it, like the fish, the water, Aquarius, whatever. And I'm just like, so I like that kind of stuff, whether I believe it or not. It's just super interesting, and it'll be like long podcasts, and I'll just listen to them in the background. So I like stuff like that, and I love video essays, mostly about film or art. Like I like Nerd Writer 1 and like stories of old and things like that. And so yeah, that's it. I love YouTube, and YouTube really took the place of television, and now it's just peak streaming. I'll pick a show, but it's not all of it. I'm not even like, I don't get stressed about that being too much TV, because it's the Marvel shows on Disney Plus for me. HBO will have a good show every once in a while, but it's really YouTube for me. Just like any other stay-at-home mom back in the day, when they'd have the TV on just for background noise while they were cleaning up and stuff like that, YouTube is on all day in the background for me as I'm cleaning and taking care of my dog or whatever. So that, I think, was the last question. Oh, tag 5 booktubers that you want to learn more about. Now, I think everybody that I know has done this, so I tag whoever hasn't done this to do it. I would love to get to know you more outside of BookTube. Okay, let's put this as the emoji of the day for engagement. Otherwise, what did you think of my answers? What are your answers to some of these questions if you choose not to do the tag, but you do want to just kind of have a conversation down in the conversation area? Be easy on yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.